Recorded live with little or no editing. It's Defense Up. I'm Round 7. How you doing? Today we're going over SaiKumar's defense. We grade on 5 different criteria. It's who you're using, their placement, their power levels, their ISOs, and what kind of mood I'm in. Chat was just helping me out with yesterday's video. We were talking about a 400 level H for H, and they're telling me that as long as you have a great big Shang-Chi, you can keep it even lower than that. See, I learn from you guys. So come hang out with me on Twitch and talk to me about this stuff so I can make better videos for you guys on YouTube. Anyway, links are in the description. You can show up whenever you want. I'm here. All right, team number 1, we grade on 5 different criteria. Who you're using, their placement, their power levels, their ISOs, and what kind of mood I'm in. Did I say that already? Man, I'm getting burnt out. Had too much coffee today. Here we go. This is a skill military. Let's see, we did skirmisher, striker, skirmisher, and healer. That's looking pretty good. Yeah, I dig it. I dig it. I think that's a great build. This is more of a filler team for me. I think it's a luxury team on offense. And so if you have built some of it, trying it out and decided you didn't like it and you have better teams for offense, throw it on defense, and this is what you do. It is kind of tricky on defense, and it'll net you some DVs. This is a great team, so I like what you're doing. I'm going to give you an A for that one. And for some reason, my cues are not working. There we go. Team number 2 is the YA with Black Bolt. We took Chavez off of here probably to build a Speed Eternals team at the end of the roster. That's what people are doing these days. Black Bolt is in here because he gives a 50% health bonus to Ms. Marvel. That's fantastic. If you wanted to, I don't know where your YA is at, SaiKumar, but your yo-yo, YA, this is the way. If your yo-yo is built up like 100K, you might consider swapping out Echo for yo-yo. Ms. Marvel is not a protector. She's a brawler. And so you could throw in yo-yo to have that synergy with Black Bolt. And there's only going to be the 2 Inhumans. So most of the time, Black Bolt will go in for that little assist trick. And also, she'll just keep the offense down. She'll keep your team alive a little bit longer. So there's that trick that you could do if you don't want to invest in Echo. I'm not super happy with the YA team. I think this is much like I used to think the H for H team. I think you just kind of build this team to like 450 and kind of forget it. Like a gear tier 12, 6664 across the board. Place it, forget it. Don't overinvest in it. It's a war defense team, and there's not a ton of value in the characters outside. I love throwing Black Bolt in here. I think that's great. I think there are some other choices you can do, like adding Miles in here and then putting somebody else like Yo-Yo onto the Web Warriors or Doc Ock onto the Web Warriors, something like that. There's different things you can do, but this is a great build. I really think that for most of us who are not whale flexing, we should probably be taking America Chavez off of this team to build 2 good teams rather than 1 great team. Let's see, everybody's a striker except for Ms. Marvel, and you've got healer on Squirrel Nuts. I also like Squirrel Girl being a striker myself, but healer works. And then, of course, Black Bolt is a striker. He's a blaster, not a brawler, unfortunately. That extra synergy would be fantastic on this team, but is what it is. I like it. I'm going to give you an A. And moving on, team number 3 is the Wave 1 Avenger-ish, with very few Wave 1 Avengers, actually. Okay, so Coulson has some synergy with Captain America because of the shield tag. I believe he gives him like a health bonus or something. Captain Marvel has the military tag again for Captain America. And then we've got Ghost in there doing ghosty things. I think she's just in there in the middle to be dodgy. However, we only have 1 person putting out vulnerables, which is Coulson. Might be enough for Ghost. I don't know. You've got pretty good ISOs on here. I think maybe Captain Marvel should... keep Captain Marvel as a healer. That's fine. Maybe she'll heal up fast enough to survive. This is more of a timeout team kind of thing. You usually build up Captain America and Hulk really big as healers, and then they pass the taunt back and forth, and it's really hard to kill them. I like the placement. I like who you're using. It's a bit of a filler team, and that's fine. The Wave 1 Avengers are really old and busted. They've already been reworked, so they're not going to get reworked anytime soon. I like what's going on here. This is fine. I can give you an A for it. It's good enough. Team number 5, we've got another Darkhold team. This time, no Agatha. We got Drax in here, helping provide some cover for certain counters. Now, I'm not sure if the Eternals could come in here with some sort of a speed. Like if you put Emma and Loki and Cable with the Eternals, they might be able to come in here and then blow up Drax and do a double tap. I don't think so, though. I think MLF is still going to screw them up. Not sure though. I haven't tested it. This team's really new. There's a lot of information out there, a lot of different things we could try. Like SaiKumar went with a striker on MLF instead of a skirmisher or a raider, and I think that's okay. I'm doing striker myself with some pretty good results. We got skirmisher on Scarlet Witch, where we could also do raider for more vulnerables, and then of course Drax as a fortifier because he's underdeveloped and he's just there to draw that opening maneuver and make it a little bit more tricky. So I like what's going on here. I think Drax in here is a good thing to do. You could also put in like Emma just to change the speed a little bit. I'm running this team with Emma in place of Scarlet Witch in my arena, and I'm holding overnight at level 3. So it's a thing. It's a thing. It's too early to really be super critical of this team. I do think that Agatha will go in place of Drax and be a very good fit on this team. And I don't think you need to worry about making any changes at this time, at least not until more information comes out. So I will give you an A for that. Good job. Team number 6 is the Symbiotes. See, striker, skirmisher, striker, skirmisher. I think we should change Scream to something other than striker. Maybe make her a skirmisher also. Or raider. Skirmisher or raider is probably my choice. Honestly, it's not going to make too much of a difference. The team's pretty old. It's not worth putting the investment in. You've got her war ready. Good enough. I can still give you an A for this team. It's close enough. Moving on. Team number 7 is the Web Warriors with the... Oh, wow. You went striker on Ghost Spider. Okay. If you're going to go striker on Ghost Spider, and I don't recommend this, but for niche maneuvers, you need to go skirmisher on Miles. The reason you go striker on Ghost Spider is one of two things. Either you really like her damage and you want her to put out more damage, or you like the fact that she can call an assist from Miles. He places a certain negative effect, I don't remember, and that she comes back into it as a striker and then blinds that character. That's the niche maneuver, and it can be used in the current Scourge event. It can be used pretty well. Personally, I like going Raider on everybody, Striker on Miles, and Skirmisher on OG Spider-Man. I'm running Raider on everybody and Healer on Scarlet Spider. Don't do what I do. I'm having fun, and I think it works great in Scourge, so it's something you could try. But in War Defense, you're probably better off having the Raider on Scarlet and Raider on Ghost Spider. Yeah, if Miles was a skirmisher, I'd give you the A just for trying out that combo. But Miles isn't a skirmisher. You're just going for the damage off of her. I don't think it's enough. I think you need to go with that crit damage out of Raider on her. So I'm going to go A- on that one. Team number 8 is the Emmarauders with Minerva in there as the 5th in place of Madeline Pryor, waiting for her release coming soon. Probably at the time of this recording, it's probably going to be tonight or tomorrow night. So we'll see. And then let's see. So I do like Minerva on this. She's great just to revive somebody, makes the team a little bit more stubborn. But probably putting in Magneto, if you have a big Magneto, would be better because he's villain mutant and he's going to give that synergy to Strife. So Strife taunts a little bit sooner. We might be changing Emma to a skirmisher, excuse me, because Madeline Pryor will probably be a striker and we need more vulnerables on the field. I do like Mystique as a skirmisher. Mystique no longer sucks. Mystique is fantastic, especially when paired with Strife of all people, especially Strife and Sinister. So yeah, she doesn't suck anymore. She's pretty good. So go ahead and build her up. This team is actually fantastic. It's a very, very tough defense. If you want to invest in something new and cutting edge, go ahead and build Madeline Pryor, but I do believe that she's a whale flex, so don't go too crazy. If you want value, you can skip her or just go Gear Tier 12 6664 and throw her in here for her synergy with Strife. I like everything you're doing here. It's a fine team. It's great for now. Let me know what you decide to do when Madeline Pryor comes out. I'll give you the A for that. Moving on. Team number 9, Heroes for Hire. Wow, great big one, huh? We got Striker, Skirmisher, Fortifier, Skirmisher, Raider, great ISOs. We need to move. Let's swap places with Shang-Chi and Misty Knight. Let's swap places with Colleen Wing and Iron Fist for the best possible placement. That's because we want to have either our highest resistance or lowest value members on the corners in case of that Darkhold counter with the disrupts coming out of there. Otherwise, this is really close. Really good team. I'm going to go A- for that. Not bad at all. Team number 10 is a Speed Eternals with Doom. Okay, I think when you do Speed Eternals or Chavez Chavez Eternal thing. You know, when you go for a speed Eternals Chavez build, if you're gonna add in Doom, you want to have Doom sped up. So like on this build, I would recommend going Doom, America Chavez, Cersei, then go Doc Ock, and then Icarus. That way Cersei goes first, rewinds some turn meter, Doom gets sped up in case he needs to do his time platform. I mean, there's a case to be made to not speeding him up, and he'll take one turn, and then when people come back around, he does the time platform. Maybe that's what he's going for here, actually. You know what? That's not a terrible idea. I kind of like that. Doom might work better turn 2. However, I don't like Doc Ock on this build at all. I don't think Doc Ock is adding anything but a couple of deflects, and those deflects aren't going to matter for the counters that are coming into this. I think a better option would be Loki making Cersei go first, rewinding the turn meter, getting in front of any sort of a Zemo build so that she can't be ability blocked, and then she'll rewind the turn meter, then Icarus nukes everything and clears the field, and then Doom is going to be queued up for the next turn, hopefully. And then she'll open up with his time platform and take probably Icarus for a ride and destroy it. So actually, I don't mind the placement on this. That's fine, but I really do want to see Doc Ock changed so that Cersei goes first, because I would just come in with a speedy Zemo build and ability block her, which would give me an opportunity maybe to do something about Icarus. Actually, I would probably just come into this with 2 Eternals and Doom, and then hope they put Doom in the sweet spot, and then my Doom goes for a time platform ride. Yeah, so let's just change him out. I'm going to go B for that. I think that's a waste of Doc Ock. I think you got better options that you could be putting him in there for. We could play around speeding up Doom if you want to try and just get the 1 kill on the opener. I don't know. I think there's lots of options. It's kind of an RNG fest here with these speed Eternal teams. I think that's why everybody likes them and why everybody hates them, because you never know what you're going to get going into them. Like it's hard to figure out how they're going to play out, especially when like your best counter is the 2 Eternals and Doom, like the 3-piece counter. That sucks, because you're just like, oh, please let Doom land on the sweet spot. Anyway, is what it is. Thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate that. If you liked what you saw, hit that like button, subscribe for more videos, and remember, don't just have a good game, be good to yourselves and others too, and I will catch you next time. Bye.